Hello, this is Eric of Not BIOS Tech and Reviews, and welcome to my review of the Focusrite Vocaster Two. Now in this review, I'm going to show how everything sounds to camera, including the headphones, including all the outputs, and of course be commenting on the different options, especially what I notice. And this is not limited like you see in all the reviews. If you are willing to put in the time to get a fairly cheap connection, and then you can connect to the Rode Wireless Go, you can connect to other wireless devices, and you can connect to even wired devices. And coming soon, you'll be seeing my video on the Vocaster versus the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 Gen 3. And we're going to be testing in that video with an instrument and see if I can record an electric guitar. Because limitations? No. Only if you allow it. Now let's get started. Is there a difference in quality? We'll find that out in this review, if they're exact the same or not. Powered by USB Type-C. We have the cable inside the box. I'll show that soon. And you also can use a, looks like Kensington lock. And we have a power off and on button, unlike the Scarlett 2i2 Gen 3. But what we don't have is the 1/4 inch input. Now we do have a 48 volt option and a Bluetooth option. That's really cool to have a Bluetooth option so it can connect different devices wirelessly. Interesting. So we also can monitor the guest and the host. So each person can actually wear headphones to monitor their audio, which is really, really cool. And we have all these different settings. So we have mute for both sides here. We have the effects buttons, and we have host and guest volume levels. Now, one thing I'm going to do before I even have this reviewed, I'm going to update the firmware. So what you're going to see in this video is going to be the newest firmware you can get to this very day. So the date today is September 23rd. So I probably won't update the firmware till the 24th. And that's when I'll be doing the review of this in the first place. And it probably won't be released till around the 26th in this video. So what you're seeing now is September 23rd. For our Vocaster 2, we have different things such as our cable, Type-C to the device itself, and then Type-A to your PC. I bought this through Amazon USA. I live in Canada. And the reason I did that is because I'm an affiliate account and your purchase helps the channel. 100% of everything purchased through this channel, be it on Not BIOS Tech and Reviews or Not BIOS Studio, as you're watching here, goes to purchasing items for review. I do not take zero. I take zero of the money for myself, and everything goes to reviews for you. Now for a very important test. This is the Audio-Technica AT4040, which is a very low noise floor microphone, and we have it connected to the Vocaster 2 using 48 volt phantom power. And we're going to check the camera noise floor right now, and then we're going to check the PC noise floor. So I can actually do both tests at the same time. So I'll have above either the ZV-1 Sony camera, or I'll have PC. Now let's listen to the silence. Okay, now let's listen to the silence of the PC, and I'll replay that exact scene back, connected to PC. Now let's listen to the silence. Right now I'm connected to PC. How am I coming through? I'm using the Audio-Technica AT4040, and this is connected to PC using the USB audio out. Using the Vocaster, we can see the volume levels right here, and I'm connected to host. That's the one microphone here, and we also have the volume right here. This will control my headphone volume. This will control the line out volume, and it does not control the mic to camera volume. So if I use the camera part, let's see if I show right here. So what we see right here is to camera. That volume will not be adjusted by anything other than this volume control. And this speaker out, I have connected to camera. This is two 1/4 inch jacks, left and right channel, connected to camera with a special connector that I have. And right now I'm actually using my headphone out. So let's go to my headphone out connection. I'll turn this down a bit. Right now you're hearing the headphone out connection. I have it connected to my digital camera. How am I coming through? And hopefully I'm not clipping, and the volume is fairly loud. It shouldn't be clipping. If it is, it's because the headphone jack itself. Though I can control the volume by turning this knob down or turning it up, and I can see the waveforms on the camera, so that's pretty cool. And now let's go to the line out on this device and hear how that is. Right now I'm connected to the camera out connection jack, and the volume of that is affected by the main control knob here. On my camera at this time, I'm only at 50% volume versus connected any other way to my camera with headphone out, where I can actually be much louder, or line out where it could be much louder. This is the Sony ZV-1. It's about $799, a very affordable digital camera, and using an interface like this is, well, quite convenient with all the ports out this way. So I can actually face it out one direction and avoid using headphones unless I really want to monitor my audio. Or I can monitor my audio at a much lower volume through this camera out connection if I really want to and not have much volume for my earphones. Now let's test out the different settings here, the enhancements and whatnot. But first, let's go back to PC. Right now, you should be hearing PC connected audio, and we're going to mute everything, and it's unmuted again. And I'll unmute it again, and let's have some silence and listen to see if there's any pop or click sounds in silence. There is a button press sound on the device itself, which I don't know if it's being picked up on the microphone, but you can hear a tick tick sound, a little pop sound. Let's see if we can hear that if I click host. So we should have heard that little sound of the button being pressed. So you have that sound that could show up in your audio if you're playing with your buttons. Let's test enhancements now. Right now you're hearing the clean enhancement. This is clean sound. How am I coming through? You are now hearing the warm enhancement. How is this sounding? How am I coming through as warm sound? You are now listening to the bright enhancement. Does this sound bright? Do I sound any different? I am now set to radio, gives you more of that radio podcast sound. If you want to use this sound, that's up to you. Do you hear any difference in radio tone? We're now back to normal sound. Let's listen to the auto gain volume. And of course, that's going to lower the sound level of this device. So we're going to get much quieter if I don't boost this in post. If I boost this in post, it'll be boosted with everything at the same level to see how much quieter this is going to go. Right now I'm testing the auto boost, the auto gain. How am I coming through with the auto gain? And it's almost finished, checking my auto gain. And now you should be hearing my level using auto gain. I don't know how much it reduced my volume, but using my personal settings, which I like to be closer to getting near clipping, but not there. So I don't clip because I test myself. And let's get off of auto gain and I'll set my volume manually. So auto gain itself sets your volume, but of course it helps you not clip your audio. And let's see where I am in audio levels. So I can see my waveforms, but let's see what happens When I actually make myself purposely clip, that means I gotta increase my volume, so be mindful. The volume is going to get loud here in a moment. So let's turn this up. Now, I should be... Oh, wow, didn't even clip yet. Okay, let's get up there. Oh, we clipped. And I'll turn this down. Now I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to connect the Rode Wireless Go, a few other microphones, the Rode NTG, and see if I can make them work with this audio interface. What if you're doing an interview and you want to speak to a couple of people? So first I'll show those mics, and then I'll show how this adapter works and what it is. And I'll leave links in the description of this video to purchase those adapters, the same ones I personally purchased on Amazon to make this work. Right now, you're listening to the audio of the Rode Wireless Go. And how am I coming through? So we can see there's the lines of me speaking right through the Wireless Go. And I actually muted the other microphone. We're speaking the right speaker. Now let's connect both speakers. And now let's mute the Rode Wireless Go. And now you're listening to this microphone alone. And now we are listening to one on left channel and one on right channel. So how am I coming through? So as I walk away, and I am closer to the road and further away from here, and I turn around, you're going to hear more of this speaker, which is at the right side. And your mobile phone sometimes has a louder speaker, be it left or right. So you're going to actually hear whatever you hear on your mobile phone. Right now, we are listening to the Xvive. I have the other microphone here muted, and we can hear the audio. So that's pretty cool. If I want to, I could use a splitter with this and simply make it play on both speakers. But I find it more unique when I can have one person talking and I can talk on the other line, so back and forth on each speaker. So that's pretty cool for podcasting. So your guest or whatever's walking around, well, you might be sitting around talking to them, interviewing them. They have the freedom. You have the microphone. Decrease or increase. So as I turn this, you can see the volume's going lower and it gets higher as I turn it. So that's pretty cool. And you'll notice that the 48 volts V here is not lit up. That's because I don't have it turned on, and I can turn it on individually. So as I go to the other channel, you'll see it's lit up on this microphone. Pretty sweet. And of course, let's mute this. And now I'm talking to AT4040, and now I'm talking to you only on the Xvive right now. So a 1/4 inch, and I use this adapter. That's 1/4 inch. I don't know what this is in millimeters. And then I put that in here, and now I have 1/8 inch, which allows me to connect to different devices like the Rode Wireless Go, the Xvive. The Rode NTG didn't seem to like this too much. And the other side, of course, connects to XLR. So we connected directly to the device, which basically is making this. We basically made this right here, that middle part, which is XLR on here. That's all it took. So they could have made it have a 1/4 inch if they wanted to. So they made this specific to XLR microphones, which most people, that's going to be good enough. Maybe you're wondering about, what's the Bluetooth do? Well, let's find out. My first time connecting ever in my life. There's no pre-practice here. First, I got to turn it on. And we can see it's turned on, but it's not in connection mode. I'm going to hold the button for a bit. I think that's what's going to make it connection mode. It's going to flash on and off. That should be Bluetooth mode. And I'm going to turn my Bluetooth on my phone, as we should be able to see here. Let's see if I can find the device. Ah, right here. Vocaster Bluetooth. Connecting. Let's pair. Sweet deal. I wonder if this is going to play music or something that I can do through this. I have not a clue. So I'm going to see if I can find some sort of song on my phone. There we go. I can lower or increase the sound, I guess, of my music through my phone. Interesting. So that's something I never tested before, so I could add music on my Vocaster 2 or something like that if I was podcasting, I guess, and add some music? Sure, why not? But that's something totally different than expected. But yeah, let's turn off this Bluetooth now. I just pressed the button at the back here. Which button was that? Well, right here is our Bluetooth button. I think it's pretty cool that you have all these different input-output options for listening to your audio, and headphones for a guest and a host. For me, I guess it's worthwhile in the sense that it's very usable, and it does replace this, but it depends if you're looking for the small upgrade at double the price to be worthwhile to you. For me, it is worthwhile, but it's still a hard sell. And those sound effects there with the radio, warm, I really couldn't tell the difference. Could you? Well, leave a comment below, because I really couldn't really hear much difference. Maybe slight, but thanks for watching, and have yourselves a most wonderful day. Oh, and by the way, this last part of the video, I was recording my output, not to PC, because this is so much easier to do, by the way. And if you have Windows 11, you could have a very big problem. You might not be getting audio except for ASIO through professional software, not working with Audacity and whatnot. What you have to do is make sure you allow permission to your microphone. Oh my gosh, that made this entire video so much harder. I literally had to line up the images, like the video of what you saw, where I had like me, and then you saw a little Vocaster image on the one side, and you saw the app on the one side. I couldn't get audio with those devices. I could only do it through my Mixcraft 9 Pro Studio using ASIO audio, because I didn't know that Windows took away the permission out of everything, that I couldn't even use it with an app. Like, oh, that made this so much harder at it. But now I know, because I went through it. It's like, there has to be a way. Because after I upgraded to Windows 11, just a day before I bought this was working. And all of a sudden, it's like, why is nothing working with it? Using the adapters. Ooh, that's funky. Don't forget, Duke Nukem will be here soon enough. He came here to kick butt and chew bubblegum. And the bubblegum is always gone. Boom. Mind blowing.